Let's ask former New York Senator and Fox News contributor Al D'Amato and Democratic strategist Jeff Hewitt. Good to have you both. Jeff, I'll begin with you. There are people who listened, at least on the business side, to Hillary's anti-NAFTA discussions, and they were very nervous. Should they be?
Well, I don't think they should be at all. Ohio, as a native Ohioan, I can tell you, Ohio has lost a lot of jobs, and the economy there has seen a great hit after NAFTA. I think Hillary's position at this point is that she needs to take a strong position against NAFTA in an effort to renegotiate this treaty, which I think she will do as president. I don't think she will abandon it completely.
Okay, not abandon it completely. Boy, she sure sounded very much against it, which would lead a lot of people to believe that she might even just do what's called, a timeout. She kind of discussed that a little bit. But Mr. D'Amato, what do you think? I mean, when you heard all of this discussion, did you get nervous?
Jeff is a lot more reasonable than either Hillary Clinton or Barack Obama. Here you have Obama running around bashing it, Hillary running around bashing it. You wouldn't know that her husband was president and helped bring this about.
Pushed it hard.
And pushed it hard. You forget that. This is the person who's going to answer the telephone and has all this experience because, why? She lived in the White House. But now she's opposed. It's political hypocrisy. And remember this. I said Jeff at least made a point. If you want to renegotiate, it takes the other side to negotiate. You just can't walk away from a treaty. And so it's great political rhetoric, and you're kidding the people. It's kind of like the governor, a former governor from Massachusetts, when he went to Michigan and said, I'm going to bring the jobs back. That's nonsense. You're not going to bring the jobs, the auto jobs back to Michigan. And NAFTA is not the reason for the decline in the industrial base of Ohio. So while it may be great politics, it is bluster, and it's not going to carry the day. Why do you disagree?
Go ahead, Jeff.
Well, I disagree with the senator to say it's political hypocrisy.
Well,
as a former distinguished U.S. senator, you know, Mr. D'Amato, that when you go to campaign in a state or in an area, you need to talk about what's resonating and what's important to the voters of those states. And in Ohio right now, what's important is their jobs that have been lost, their mortgages that have been foreclosed upon, and they want to know that their jobs, if they don't come back.
Wait, Jeff, that is true. You should talk to the issues, but to blame it on NAFTA is irresponsible. The mortgage crisis.
Well, she's not blaming it on NAFTA. She's saying these jobs need to be replaced by NAFTA, and so when she's talking about taking a strong line position to then renegotiate a treaty to create some more jobs for Ohio, Michigan, and the heartland is very important.
Jeff, Al, did you ever, when you were running for any office, say something that you didn't quite believe, but you knew it would get you both?
Absolutely. That's political. I admit it. We call it, if we want to be, I'll be less than kind, I demagogued. And both candidates are demagoguing a bit. Jeff is right. The industrial base of Ohio has been hit. I think both Barack Obama and Senator Clinton have overstated this as it related to NAFTA, because that is something to say, they're taking the jobs from here. You got to, listen, renegotiate, no problem. You want to work at it. But if you're promising people that's going to bring back the economy, it's not.
It's just not. What is, Jeff, what is she going to promise people will bring back at least some jobs to Ohio?
Well, I think that Ohio and the rest of the Midwest has at this point recognized that all these jobs are not going to come back. The goal in Ohio and in the rest of this country has to be to try and have a sustainable local economy. In Ohio's case, if you could bring part of these jobs back and then invest some of the new money in renewable energy and other sources of energy that aren't going to go away, high-tech jobs and things like this, I think that's what we're trying to look for in Ohio and in the Midwest in general.
By the way, I agree with Jeff on renewable energy. Alternative sources, that's the kind of thing, high-tech, that you can work. But don't blame it on NAFTA. That's the way to go. Secondly, I have to tell you, the Federal Reserve did a terrible job and allowed the situation with the subprimes to go well beyond, and that's part of the problem. But he's got it. He's better than others. And the last thing we don't need a tax increase.
Senator Al D'Amato, Jeff Hewitt, our thanks to both of you. Lively discussion here. It seems like there's a little bit of a meeting of the minds. I'm happy about that.
Thank you, and thank you, Senator.
Jeff, good being with you.